Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Anthony DeCurtis. You're on GetMusic.com, and we're here tonight for a very special event. The king of pop, one of the greatest artists in the history of popular music, Michael Jackson, is going to be joining us. He has a new record coming out on October 30th. It's called Invisible. You can check it out at michaeljackson.com. You could pre-order it at getmusic.com. Michael, it's a pleasure to talk to you, man.
Pleasure to talk to you.
Well, tell us a little bit about the new album. You know, it's your first new record in 6 years. Do you still get excited when you have something come out? Obviously, you've accomplished so much over the years. You know, you still feel that, like, wow, I wonder what people are going to think, or, you know, feel all of that kind of anticipation.
I kind of parallel to it's like the gestation process of birth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like having children, and having to raise them and bring them out into the world. And once they get into the world, they're on their own. So it's very exciting. I mean, you never get too used to it ever. It's an incredible process, But you leave it in the hands of God, like you do when you're having a child.
Absolutely. We've got questions already beginning to pour in from your fans on the Internet. We've got Electric Eyes Mail writing in. It says, Michael, you are, in my mind, the greatest artist of all time, the true king of pop, rock, and soul. And he wants to know, what is your favorite song on the new album?
My favorite song on the new album, can I pick two?
Yeah, I think you could do that. You can pretty much do whatever you like.
It would probably be Unbreakable. I'll pick three. Unbreakable, Speechless, and The Lost Children.
Tell us about a couple of those tracks. You know, what was it like working with special guests, or were you working with new producers, or how you wrote them? Just something that gives us some flavor.
Well, the songwriting process is something that's very difficult to explain because it's very spiritual. It's you really just in the hands of God, and it's as if it's been written already. That's the real truth. As if it's been written in its entirety before you were born, and you're just really the source through which the songs come, really, because they just fall right into your lap in its entirety. You don't have to do much thinking about it. And I feel guilty having to put my name sometime on the songs that I do write them, and I compose them, I write them, I do the scoring, I do the lyrics, I do the melodies, but still it's the work of God.
Samantha from Canada just sent us in a question. She would like to know, how would you describe the sound on Invincible, and have you incorporated any other genres into the album?
Well, the sound is, sonically, we always try to make sure we have, pristine, detailed, the best sound, the best engineers, the best technicians available. And, of course, I tried to make the album a potpourri of just wonderful melodies of any style, because I don't believe in stylizing or branding any type of music. I think a great artist should be able to just create any style, any form, anything, from rock to pop to folk to gospel to spiritual to just wonderful music.
Mm-hmm.
Where anybody can sing it, from the Irish farmer to a lady who scrubbed toilets in Harlem. If you can whistle it and hum it, that's the most important thing.
Now, when you're working, do you find, are you in a mode where you like to listen to a lot of other music, or you're listening to the radio, or maybe picking up people's CDs? Or when you're working, do you like to just kind of shut it all out and concentrate, intently on what you're doing?
Well, I always know what's going on the radio and in clubs, what people are listening to, even though people think I live at Neverland. I'm in Neverland all the time, but I'm always connected. I always know what's going on in the music world all the time, not just in America, but internationally, all over the world. And when I'm working, though, I don't think I'm influenced by a lot of the music today. I pretty much create what I think is in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very original. I try to be as original as possible. I don't say, okay, I'm going to make this a great kind of R&B song or a great pop. I just want to make a great song.
Like the song takes its own form.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Amber here on the Internet offers you lots of love and wonders if it was fun for you to make the You Rock My World video.
Yes, that was a lot of fun. We stayed up all night working very hard. It was fun hearing it blasted on the set on really big speakers. That's one of my favorite things, is hearing the music really loud, because I like to play music loud.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's if you play something over, the internet or small speakers, it doesn't have the same punch. That's why you have to buy it.
Uh-huh.
You have to buy that CD to really hear that punch. It makes a huge difference. Huge difference. There's no comparison. So buying the CD is the best thing, No comparison.
So
you don't hear all the sounds if you hear it on a smaller system.
And when you're out on the video set, you're able to just kind of crank it up as loud as you want?
As loud as I want.
Very good. Well, we have Matthew from Manitoba, Canada, writing in. He says, I just saw Ghost on MTV. As always, you were awesome, Michael. Do you have any plans on releasing it as a DVD in America?
Yes, it will be released as a DVD in America in its entirety, and some of the making of Ghost. And that was one of my most favorite things I've ever done, because it's been a dream of mine for a long time to do something that's kind of scary but, comical at the same time, and just all the elements of just fun. Because I don't want to scare people to the point where they're afraid to go to sleep. I want it to have a little sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
And within the laughter there is a tear, So it's just fun, These ghosts, they weren't really scary. They were fun. They walked up the ceilings. Little kids were laughing at them. So it was fun. We didn't want to horrify them. But we gave this fat man, this mayor, his justice for coming into my house, which was public, private property,
Mm-hmm.
private property,